Iraq's most senior Shia cleric has issued a call to arms as Sunni-led insurgents sweep across towns. The call by a representative of Grand Ayatollah Ali al-Sistani came during Friday prayers, as the militants widened their grip in the north and east and threatened to march south. The UN says hundreds have been killed, with militants carrying out summary executions of civilians in Mosul. The US and Iran have promised to help the fight against the insurgency. Led by the Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant, ISIS, the insurgents have threatened to push to the capital, Baghdad, and regions further south dominated by Iraq's Shia Muslim majority, including the holy cities of Najaf and Karbala, whom they regard as infidels at the scene. Feroz Kalani, BBC News. Baghdad fear is the thing that you feel the most as you walk through Baghdad's streets, as the militants come closer. People here are buying supplies and staying in front of their television sets. They remember what happened during the civil war of 2006 to 2008 and are very scared this will happen again. Many Iraqis no longer trust their national army after soldiers retreated from the ISIS advance. Some have even called for people to instead join militias to defend cities and holy sites. It's certainly not the same Baghdad it has been in the last few years. In his sermon at Friday prayers in Karbala, Sheikh Abdulmehdi al-Karbali said, "Citizens who are able to bear arms and fight terrorists, defending their country and their people and their holy places, should volunteer and join the security forces to achieve this holy purpose." As the militants moved on to Diyala province in the east, on the border with Iran, later on Friday, they clashed with Shia militias, Reuters news agency says. President Hassan Rouhani of Iran called Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri Maliki on Thursday and promised that Iran would not allow the supporters of terrorists to disrupt security and stability of Iraq through exporting terrorism to Iraq. According to the Wall Street Journal, which cited unnamed sources, Iran has already deployed 2 battalions of the elite Al-Quds forces of its Revolutionary Guard to help the Iraqi government. If ISIS can hold Mosul and consolidate its presence there, it will have taken a giant step towards its goal of creating an Islamist emirate that straddles Iraq and Syria. It would be the most significant act by a jihadist group since Al-Qaeda attacked the US on the 11th of September 2001. It could also lead to other changes to the borders Britain and France imposed on the Middle East a century ago, starting with the breakup of Iraq on sectarian lines. The success of ISIS can only make the turmoil in the Middle East worse. ISIS is an ultra-extremist Sunni Muslim group,